You may have seen other Good Work Wednesday projects, but this is by far our biggest one to date. This will be a longer video because there's a lot to explain and a lot to show, but I'll keep it all in one part. Today we started the dramatic transformation of Joan's house entirely for free, which has an infestation of bed bugs and mice and just needs a lot of cleaning up. So I started my morning at Lowe's getting everything I needed for the project, which was a lot of cleaning materials and of course a scrub daddy, and I had to get all of the PPE to protect me and my family from the bed bugs and all of the other things in the house. I got everything I needed, and when I arrived at the house, there was a fresh coat of paint on everything from Tulsa Christian Bros, the company that did it all for free because they saw what we were doing and they wanted to help Joan as well. So if you're in Tulsa, Oklahoma, make sure to support them because they're a great company. Or if you ever just want to support what we're doing with Good Work Wednesday, you can buy a shirt or a hat or even just donate. Another great company called Bison Bins donated this so we could help Joan clean up the mess, and we got to work immediately. Since I was a kid, I've always loved cleaning and organizing, so there was something about this mess that just made me want to get to work, and so I was excited when I finally started going in the kitchen. Now, there's something I want to address right off the bat, and that is the mental health aspect of a mess like this. Now, things obviously can get out of hand, and over time, they become so daunting that it's hard to even pick up the first piece. I just want to say that Joan was incredible as we were cleaning out the mess. She was all for getting rid of almost everything, and there was almost no pushback. She's been in this house over 30 years, and things just accumulate over time, and obviously at some point it got out of hand. But every time I carried out a trash can, she cheered and said goodbye, and it was a lot of fun. It would mean the world to me if you could leave an encouraging comment for Joan or her family, because I know she's going to read them, and this has been a really big deal to her. Embracing change can be very hard, and she is doing it extremely well, and I can see the relief on her face as I cleaned. Now you might be thinking, where is this going to stop and how much time are we going to spend? Well, I'm spending all day today and all day tomorrow cleaning up the inside of her house, and I'm planning to empty out pretty much everything. And if you don't like waiting for updates, I'm posting stories on Instagram all throughout every day. So then what is the plan after that? Well, we ended up raising $20,000 for Joan and her family. So not only are we going to clean up all of this mess inside of her house, we are having an exterminator professionally treat the entire inside of her house for bed bugs and all other rodents. They're doing a full heat and chemical treatment inside of her house, and we're going to seriously get rid of this problem. Because we raised so much money, we're actually able to give them all new furniture, and Olivia and I have already bought it all, and it's all delivering to their house over the weekend. We also hired a company to come out and put a brand new air conditioning unit in because the last 2 years they had a broken one and they were suffering in that heat. What's incredible is even after doing all of that and paying for the next year in advance for all pest control, we are still going to have about $5,000 extra that we'll be able to give to Joan and her family to help go towards whatever things they have a need for. If you've been watching the video closely, you'll notice that I do a lot of deep cleaning. With every single item, I'm making sure to sanitize it, wipe it down, and clean it. I could easily throw away a lot of stuff and give them more room, but when it comes down to it, I want this to be a space that feels clean all the way through. So that means scrubbing down the sink and the countertops and making sure that every single detail is perfectly clean. Olivia and I do not do things halfway, so when we said we were going to help Joan, as you can see, we kind of go all in. After scrubbing down the countertops and making a very happy flower, it was time to attack the stove, and I knew this one was going to be fun. I don't know about you, but Olivia and I find deep cleaning very satisfying, and you just feel better after. It was pretty fun seeing Joan's reaction when she came in the kitchen after I had cleaned it because, as you can see here, it was entirely different only about 4 hours before. And some deep cleaning, reorganizing, and throwing a lot of things away. It looked entirely different. There's now a table to enjoy a meal at and even have a little bit of legroom. There's countertops to set things on. There is a nice, shiny, clean stove to cook a meal on. And of course, the clean sink to do the dishes in after. We want to thank everyone for your support because we wouldn't be able to serve other people if we didn't have it. Your donations are changing Joan's lives, and they will change many others in the future. But in the meantime, we still have a lot of work in the living room at Joan's house and all of the bedrooms, so stay tuned, there will be a part 2.